This is Bhimanand Kumar from Bangalore. I am going to discuss about operational law in CSPA. And my topic we discuss about some law. First is utilization law, second is force law, third is Little's law, fourth is general response time law, fifth is interactive response time law, and sixth is bottleneck analysis. So first we will discuss about what is the operational laws. So relationships that do not require any assumption about the distribution of service time, interval arrival times. Interval arrival times is the time which the jobs arrive in the device. Identified originally by Bugene in 1976 and later extended by Denier and Bugene. Now operational, it's directly measured operationally testable assumption that can be verified by measurement. This can be for example, for assumption that can be verified by measurement. For example, whether number of arrival is equal to the number of completion. The number of job arrival in device is equal to number of completion. This assumption called job flow balance is operationally testable. A set of observed service time is or is not a sequence of independent random variable is in operationally testable. Now we talk about operational quantities. See here in black box, in the arrow is showing the number of job come in the device and the number of job completion, that means living job. Here T observation interval, A number of arrivals, Ci is equal to number of completion, Bi busy time B1. See, arrival rate, which is denoted by lambda I, it's equal to number of arrivals divided by time. Through output, that means completion of time, it's equal to number of completion of job divided by time. Utilization is equal to busy time divided by total time, and lastly means service times is equal to total time served by the number of served. These are the basic aspect of the operational quantities which is used in the further all rules. The first is utilization law. Here utilization law, utilization is the completion C1 and the busy time Bi of a device I during an observation period T. The following relationship holds among these variables. We can represent as Ui is equal to Bi by T, and this will be multiply and divide by Ci. So you will get in two terms. First is Ci by T into Bi by Ci. So Ci by T is called completion by time, and BIC is equal to busy time completion. So it's first is completion time is the called throughput, and second is called mean service time. So finally utilization Ui is equal to Xi into Si. Xi is the throughput and mean service time. So this is one of the operational law, and operational law are similar to the elementary laws of motion. For example, this equation comes from the Newton's law. Here D is equal to 1 by 2 into a t square. Here t is equal to time and d is equal to distance. Generally we know a is the acceleration. Now we come second point. What is force flow law? The force flow law relates the system throughput to individual device throughputs. In an open model, the number of jobs leaving the system per unit time defines the system throughout. Here in open model, system throughout is equal to the number of jobs leaving the system per unit time. As we discussed already in closed model, the system throughput of jobs traversing out to in link per unit time. Now we talk about observation period of T. So it's equal to AI is equal to Ci, and number of arrival job is equal to job completions. So each job makes Vi request for ith device in the system. So we can explain it Ci is equal to Co into Vi. As we know, Vi is equal to the visible visiting time. So here this is a diagram. Here show that the number of arrival job and the completion job. Here V is equal to showing the visit per job. The system throughout in this law, X is equal to job completed by total time. So throughout of ith device is equal to device throughput Xi is equal to Ci by T. Again will be divided and multiplied by CO. Then in order of words we can get Xi is equal to X and Vi. This is called Force law. Now second we talk about bottleneck device. Bottleneck device combining the force flow law and utilization law. One consequence of the force flow law is that the device utilization proportional on to their respective total service demanded. So here the UI it's proportional to DI. Here DI is the service demand. So here formula of that device UI is equal to Xi into Si. We already discussed in the previous laws what is Xi and Si. Here UI is equal to Xi to DI. DI is equal to Vi. Si is total service demand on the device for all visit of the job. Here example. Now we talk about transition probability. Transition probability Pij, probability of a job moving to jth queue after service completion at ith queue. See, visit ratio and transition probability are equivalent in the sense that given on we can always find the others. In a system with job flow balance, we can measure by Cj is equal to summation of Ci Pij, where the ith value will be start from 0 to m. PIO is probability of a job existing from the system after completion of service at ith device. Dividing by CO we get Vj is equal to summation of Vi Pij, where I value starting from 0 and it's for m. Next is transition probability. We will continue it. Here the visit ratio equation use and central several models after completion of service at every queues the job always moves back to the CPU. Here some example of that. Now talking about Little's law. See, Little's law is mean number in device. It's equal to arrival rate into mean time in the device. So we generally denote arrival rate by lambda I, and the mean time in device is equal to Ri. So finally we get equation for Little's law is equal to Qi is equal to Xi and into Ri. This is an example for that. Now we talk about general response time law. So general response time law, there is one terminal per user and the rest of the system is shared by at all user. See, general response time for two types using two subsystem. First for the terminals law for the system terminal, and second for the central servers models. Here now this is a equation we get for the general response time law, and just we divide in this equation by x, will be get R is equal to Vi Ri plus V2 R2. Here we can write this formula as a R is equal to summation of Ri Vi, where I value is start from 1 and for m. Is an example. Now we talk interactive responsible time law. See, if you consider Z is equal to think time and R is the response time, then the total cycle time of request is R plus Z. Each user generate about T divided by R plus Z where request in T. If the number of user is n, then system throughput X is equal to total of request by total time. Here we derived it, and finally will we get R is equal to n by x minus z, and this is called interactive response time law. Now second is bottleneck analysis.